Howdy, howdy, everyone. Bob Ross here with yet another one of our mod interview series. I'm with Scarriana. Scarriana, how are you
Hello.
today?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm just great as always. It's a nice rainy Sunday afternoon here, and I'm all cozy and excited for what we've got planned. What do we have planned? Where are we?
We are doing a blue delve, just 12 point though.
Very nice. What mods do we pick?
Um,
You had your...
I think I picked Pernicious 3, Chivalrous 3?
Yes, and then Infernal 1, and then Riftborn. I think I picked 2. So 12
Ah,
points.
Riftborn. That's a fun one.
Yeah, I was just doing it with a buddy. Oh, you've got Veil Ripper. Cool.
Yeah.
We'll lead the way,
It's
and
fun.
I'll basically act as support and ask you questions as we go.
Sure.
So first off, how did you find Monumenta? When was that, and what was it about the game that appealed to you?
So I think it was around in June of, like this last year now. I've been playing some Minecraft stuff with some friends. Yoro was one of them, who's currently a dev. And we just were kind of doing some CTMs casually on his server that he hosted himself. And then eventually, he kept saying to me, like, play, like, the CTM MMO, and I was like, what is that? What is that? Like, you're not explaining this very well. This sounds bonkers. This doesn't sound,
I'm up for any order you want.
Let's do it first. I was really having a hard time envisioning what he was telling me he was playing and what I should play with them. And at first my answer was just no, like, this doesn't sound anything that's appealing at all. This isn't a CTM, is it? Or it's like, Skyblock? What? So I've tried Skyblock before, and it was not my cup of tea. I tried it for like less than an hour, I'd say, with the same group, and it just felt like a massive grind. And so anything MMO related, I was just kind of hesitant to get into. And so eventually I do get on, and I'm, kind of overwhelmed, kind of confused. They're trying to race through the game. I'm still just starting out. Things are a little hectic, as you can imagine.
You good with us just
And
splitting everything and combining it at the end?
Yeah, sounds good. I wasn't really into it, I gotta say. And then things kind of got worse because they decided that my first orange should be a 56 point back when that was the cap.
No!
Yeah!
Yoro, why? I assume he's gonna watch this. That's horrible! Why would he do that?
Oh, because, they wanted to play one and I was playing the game with them. It wasn't like this wasn't like a let's torture her moment. This was like a let's just, have some fun. Let's just it'll work, it's possible.
Oh my gosh.
And so this was the group of people who did a lot of CTM. I think Confucianist was there, and Gilgalad and Yoro, and it was not a good time. I don't think I got past the first room before I was like, I'm out, I can't do this, this is impossible. Because I didn't even know what Colossi were, and then I'd break a spawner like thought I was supposed to, and just boom, instant death. It was horrible. It was horrifying. So I kind of quit after that for a bit, started playing again in July after they said play again, and I said, yeah, sure, okay. And I kind of went up the game at my own pace, did some more quests. Still a dungeon with them, but it was a lot of my R1 first-time dungeons were delves, which was an experience.
Trial by fire.
Yeah. Eventually beat it, R2 happened, and I started really enjoying the game. Yeah, kind of how I got into it, and how I almost didn't get into it, too.
Very good. And how and why did you join as a mod? Or rather, when? I know how you applied.
I think when was in September I applied, and I've been kind of thinking about it because I'm good friends with Licorice, and Licorice became a mod, and I can tell that, like, there's a little stress about it sometimes because it can be a bit of, I don't want to say stressful, but sometimes it's like you feel like you're kind of on the front line against a lot of things, and you just have to be very good at what you're doing, otherwise you kind of feel like you're very publicly messed up, I'll say. And so it was kind of on my mind like a thing like I could do we but then Emerald Visions actually told me apply for mod, and I said, no, I'm still pretty new, I don't think this is like a thing I'm interested in. And we were in a VC together, just kind of just talking, and he kept saying it, and then finally I was like, you know what, I'll apply, there, they'll turn me down, and then I won't be a mod, and I was saying like, yeah, if I apply and get turned down, then he won't ask me again, and it'll be all chill.
That's funny.
But then to my surprise, like, I got accepted, and so the first month I learned a lot. You should have written a worse app. I know, like, I put a lot of effort into it, because, like, if I'm gonna do it properly, obviously. Like, I'm not gonna write a joke app, because I don't know, it was something I was kind of interested in, but I didn't think I was ready yet. But no, apparently I was and got accepted, and here we are.
Very good. Do you regret it?
No, I think I've actually had a lot of fun with it.
Good. I'm glad to
It's
hear
been
it.
really fun meeting more of the mod team and befriending them. And it's been good just to help people out in the game too with just little mod help stuff, because there are times that like you're the only mod on and people do need the mod help and you're like, I'm glad I'm here.
Well, thank you for it. That's a great service to a lot of people. What is the origin of your username?
Well, I used to go by Hello Kitty in Minecraft because it was originally my sister's account that I kind of took over at one point. And so I started using Scary as my gamer tag, I think, back when I started playing Overwatch a while back, just because for some reason, my high school friends, Yoro included, actually was mainly Yoro, and Google also plays this game, started calling me Lariana. That's not my name. It's not really close to my name, but they just started calling me that for some reason. And they made a joke that like in October I'd become Scarriana, and then that just kind of became a gamer tag at the time. It's like, you know what? This sounds pretty good. I'll use this. And here we are.
And here we are.
Years later. It's stuck.
It's
No
pretty
more
good.
Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty would... That's pretty cute, but that's
It had
much less
3 Ls.
identifiable.
Yeah, it was Hello Kitty with 3 Ls.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Do you have a caffeine addiction, and if so, how bad is it?
It's on and off. I try to taper it down. I try not to engage with it, but then, you know, so it's like a cup of tea, then it'll turn to 2 cups, then next I'll have to have 2 cups plus a little extra, then I'll try not to. So it's on and off. It's regrettable.
Gotcha. Now, what is your history with CTMs? You clearly knew what they were, but
Yeah.
when did you start doing those? What was your intro map to the genre?
I forget what my first one was. I think it was a Vex map, probably way back in middle school, I'd say even. I played with some friends on like the little Hamachi server.
Yeah!
And...
Oh gosh, Hamachi was the worst, but it was the only thing we had.
It was like that's how you do it. And like it was like a 5-person limit or something, and so it was like me and some just other friends were trying to make a map work, but Discord wasn't a thing back then. I don't even know how we were talking to each other. I just been in game chat and just texting or something. Just ridiculously scuffed, but just trying to get to the maps. And I feel like I never really finished any of the ones back then. We'd try to start them, would get to some amount of progress, and then just kind of would fizzle out. So I've been aware of them for a while, but I feel like the first one I finished...
What's the one you remember most fondly, if that's a better question?
Ooh. I've had a lot of fun recently. Was it like this past weekend, I think, with some friends. I did a pretty short one that was really fun. The song's The Constellation. Been playing through some thing called 2M, which feels really classic. But I also used to watch a lot of YouTubers play through the maps too, which was kind of probably how I learned about them. So like,
Nice.
the old Minecraft crowd used to binge their content.
Did you ever see TJ the Obscure?
No, but I do know about him because of my friend Confucianist who got me into Monumenta. Played Monumenta, or plays Monumenta. I'm aware, just
Gotcha.
haven't watched that one yet.
Well, excellent. What is your favorite thing to play in Monumenta right now, and what is your least favorite?
Ooh. I think favorite content might be strikes, maybe? Favorite region's probably R1, which is...
Really? That's an interesting take. Why? Let's talk
like
about
the
that.
classic feel of it. It just feels more classic CTM to me, which is...
I get that.
Like, I like R3, I like R2. I just feel like R1 just feels, I don't know, it's smaller somehow and cozier.
I completely get that. Nice.
So I really like the R1 strikes. I didn't used to, but I've played quite a bit of them, and they just feel kind of cozy. Familiar. I think also the R3 dungeons are spectacular so far, and I think favorite dungeons, maybe, it's probably definitely blue, but like overall as far as the region goes, I think that the R1 ones just feel, they feel special, I don't know.
I get that. Which of the R1 stands out as, if you had to pick a favorite?
Well, it's almost orange, but because the first horrible orange I ever had, I have some lingering resentment, I'll say. I think white plays. I like the traps in it. I like the just kind of like the first view you get with a big circular dungeon around you. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But I think light blue is probably up there as well, just because it has a cool advancement through it. It has different key areas. The ending's a little, I don't know, there's void, and that's one of my least favorite things in the game of Minecraft is void, because it just stresses me out.
In white or light blue?
In light blue.
Oh, okay.
But in general, void is just kind of one of those mechanics I'm just like, oh no, here we go again.
Yeah, I get that. How about your least favorite thing in game?
Least favorite thing?
You're about to say something. Go ahead.
Oh, I just play worst around void. I'll just see void, just feel compelled to jump into it for no reason, just subconsciously, and then I'll just die to it. I'm like, why did I jump in? Why did I flub that very easy parkour jump? There was no reason.
Because it was there. How about your least favorite?
Yeah. Least favorite? This is probably a very common answer, but Russian dissonance. I find it to be mind-numbing in a way that goes beyond just like, oh yeah, I'm bored. It just goes into like, I hope I will soon perish so I can escape from this never-ending wave of mobs. I will play worse just to feel something at this point. I think I played with a friend. We were doing really well. Me and Gogla, he was playing the class of mage that gets some blizzards. We were just kind of camping on a balcony, and we were just kind of just living, doing well. And I just kind of felt like I need to jump down off this balcony so I feel like I'm playing the game again.
Yeah, if you stay in one place, then yeah, it's gonna feel like the same thing.
But that's the way you do it. It's like the strat. It's, you live, you keep going. I don't know.
Sure. That's fair. What would you change about your favorite? What would you change about strikes in general, and what would you change about rush, if you could?
I feel like rush. I know the arena changed a little bit, but it'd be cool if it changed more somehow to like give more variation to it, to make it feel like the seasons are more different, because otherwise it just becomes, oh yes, this is the season where this elite spawns in, so just be careful because... Yeah, but like the whole arena changed in some way to make it more dangerous in some areas, so you don't just camp balcony, because even though it's like the meta strat and you do well with it, it feels horrible, and I wish there was an incentive to not play like that.
Mm-hmm.
As for strikes, I don't know, I just like the format of them. I feel they're nice, but I think my issue with some strikes, like the R3 ones, is MR, I like it, it just feels so long sometimes, where if I want like a quick piece of content, it's not quite the move. So the R1 strikes, even though like FS, people sometimes don't like it, but if you get a good group, you can blitz through it pretty quickly, which feels nice.
Like what, 2
so
minutes, 6 minutes? I almost never run FS.
I forget. It's usually with my force group, and we all have our little routes that we go on, and... Oh, double mat chest. Very nice.
Hey.
I don't know, it's like, it just kind of flies by so quickly that, like, it doesn't really matter how quickly it's going, just because you feel like there's little downtime. But from other strikes, sometimes you feel like you're waiting on something, whether it be chest count, or sometimes in FS you don't get mobs, waiting on that, so maybe... I don't know, it's hard to say like a way that would make it feel like you're waiting less, but I don't know, yeah. Fast-paced content's pretty
glad
nice.
that you like them enough that you don't have a quick answer.
Yeah.
You don't go, oh man, I hate this about it, so good.
Yeah, so MR, it feels like sometimes you play Strike, and if you die towards the end, it feels really bad because you feel like you waste a lot of time. But I feel like the one life thing makes them fun too, because it's more of a challenge. But I think that's why I don't like MR as much, is because it can take, what, like 20 minutes sometimes to just get to the end, and if you die in the boss, you're just like, well, guess I'm dead.
Yep. Which attack gets you the most whenever that does happen?
I feel like it's usually a combination, so like there'll be more than one thing going on at once. Like there'll be the jump rope, the crystal jump rope, and the lava cannons will come out, and there's too many mobs on the screen, and maybe you just take a wrong turn, and it's usually just a lot of things happening at once.
That's fair. If you were the dictator of Monumenta for a day, and you could make anything, any change, no matter how broad sweeping they were about the game, and everyone even liked your change, you wouldn't even offend anyone, what would you do? How would Monumenta be fundamentally different?
I feel like I would make R1 quest different in some way that makes it not just you run to a POI, you find an item, you run back. Just some way of cutting down either the running, or the way it just feels like they're all the same thing. Because even though it's been a while since I've played them, I just remember at the time, like, they just felt so... Like, the story was fine. I like the story. It was just like the fact of going to a POI, looking for one item in a chest somewhere, and if you can't find the item, it's gonna take a while. If you find the item, it's fast, you're done. But they all felt very samey, and so I'd want a way of either making it so you can get back faster, or so you're not just like a little smash and grab to get the item. Something like that would be, I don't know, but at the same time, it's
What's a good example of a recent quest that would be like that? Like
I
something in
really
R3
like
that
the
you'd model it.
change they made to Voyage of Discovery, the new way of getting to R2, where they really shortened it down so there's less running around. You're still going to locations, but the old one I feel like you had to go to more places, back and forth, but they really streamlined it, which felt nicer. And the newer ones, I feel like there's more dialogue, or like there's more story involved, so you go to a POI, but like with the Sylvic Quarry one, where you're getting logbooks for, I think it's a Brown lead-up quest, it's like a mob drop versus you're just looking for a chest and item in it, which is nice.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
It feels more like you're more in the world, more immersive.
I completely get that. Anything else? Well, we've given you hypothetical total power.
Total power. I'm someone who gets about 2 frames per second. No, that's less than 2. I get 2 frames a minute. No, that's too low. I don't know. I get almost 0 frames in the market, it feels like. So I would do something to declutter the market. I don't know.
Sure.
Because whenever I get a mod help that declutters market plots, I'm just like, oh no, please no. And I get there and like, okay, I'm barely moving. What's gonna happen now?
It's a lot of data in just a few blocks,
It
comparatively.
is.
Well,
And
very
so I'll
good.
just find myself staring at my screen, just like, okay,
Watching
am I
your
able to
PowerPoint.
move? Am I able to go down this little hole to this ladder to investigate this thing? Nope. Okay, we're gonna figure this out.
I feel you. Who is your favorite other moderator?
Ooh. Hard question. Well, Mitch the Moo. I really like Mitch. We became pretty
all
good
like
friends.
Mitch.
You know, we both have corgi dogs, which we adore, and so we tell each other dog pics. Unfortunately, Mitch recently just decided life was too busy and is no longer modding, which is very sad, although it's very understandable. So, unfortunately, not Mitch. And I'd say
As
maybe
long as
one
the
of the
corgis
coolest
are okay.
mods. Yeah, so true. Getting love. Definitely cannot say J-Tree, because recently he has found a new little thing he likes doing where he will buy Jaeger dummies on the market and put them in random places in my plot so they'll stare at me, which is horrifying.
Well, don't give him access to your plot then!
He's a mod.
Funny.
He has access, but no, I'm kidding. At this point, it's too late. You know,
Ran out of food.
I took his plot access, all these access his plot. I mean, I kind of started it, by putting, there's an item in FS called Smelly Soup, which you can get by breaking a single furnace somewhere in the left side. And I started putting that in his plot because I thought it was funny, just to, you know, put it in a little item frame, just hide it somewhere. And he did mass retaliation, which, you know, you live, you learn. Don't mess with friends' plots. But he's taken it too far. There are, I think, 12 Jaeger dummies now in my plot that just are all in various places.
They stare.
And they stare.
That's horrible. You want to tell us about your dogs?
Yeah, so I have currently 3 dogs. 2 of them are corgis. One of them is 14, so he's an old man. He just kind of lazes
Aw.
around. One's 1, the other corgi, so she's full of energy, very hyper, kind of annoying, but very cute. At dinner, I will try to eat, and she will decide it's time to play ball, so she'll run up to me, drop the ball at my feet, and start barking if I don't throw it for her. So I'll go and throw the ball, and she'll run off after it, and then about 20 seconds later, she's back with the ball, and I've taken about one bite of food, so it's a time.
Precious. How old is she?
She's the 1-year-old corgi, and then there's also is she like 6 now? Like a 6-year-old Aussie mix, or she's a mutt, we're not too sure. And she's very sweet. She will often bust down the door to my room and just open it on her own because she does that, or she'll bust out sometimes too, so I'll be in a voice call, and you'll just hear someone breaking down my door. That's my dog. I'm very desensitized to it at this point. Like, if I was a horror movie, I'd probably just die because I would not react to that. I'd be like, oh, yep, that's my dog. Because, of course, you can't just, like...
But if it's anyone else, he'll protect you.
Like, it's like humans, we have hands, we open the door like that. She, like, jumps up with her legs and will start using her chin, I believe, to, like, bash down the handle. But it's just a very noisy process.
I expect it is.
And I hope we don't hear it now, because that'll probably sound alarming.
Well, now we know what it is, and you're not getting, like, swatted.
Yeah.
That would not be good.
Definitely.
Well, that's excellent.
Do you have any dogs or animals?
I do. I have, not with me right now, but my family's dog is a little mutt named Scout. He's a fox terrier.
That's adorable.
He is. But is having corgis like being in a special club? Like, oh, you have a BMW. You're just automatic friends with all the other BMW owners.
I don't know, maybe. Because I feel like I didn't know much about Mitch at first. I just basically first met her. And the second that we both learned to get corgis, we just started sending pictures back and forth.
Yeah!
It was like an instant, like, bonding thing.
Sure. That's precious.
They're very interesting dogs. Very opinionated, very stubborn, chaotic.
Excellent. Total whiplash of subjects. These are all patron questions. Do you have any thoughts on future Minecraft updates? Not Monumenta, just Minecraft in general.
I have mixed thoughts on Minecraft because I've been playing for a long time. Like, probably since before Enchanting. So I think it's like 2011-ish is when I started playing.
Nice.
And it feels like a very different game now than it did back then.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, every time I add a new block, I feel like an old boomer, like, is this really Minecraft anymore? Like, the new, bamboo. Like, it looks cool and all. It just feels like a modded feature, which isn't
Yes.
bad. It's just like the sniffer. I don't know if I like the sniffer. I've seen a brief beta clip of it in its beta form, and I'm horrified. It looks bizarre.
It looks modded. That's a great way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if I play Minecraft, which is weird because I'm playing Monumenta, I like vanilla. I haven't played in a while, sure, but like, if I'm gonna play Minecraft, I'm not gonna load up a modded save, I'm not gonna try out new mod packs, I'm gonna play vanilla, or apparently Monumenta, but it's a little different. It feels like vanilla plus to me versus fully modded, because everything in this game, it's without mods, plugins, sure, but it uses vanilla assets still, and I don't know, it's different than like installing mods that add mobs or other functions that aren't normally in the game, because to me those feel, I don't know, just like it's not Minecraft anymore. And so like the new updates and the direction it's taking it, just like camels. Okay, who A, who asked? B, what? Why? I don't know. Like, they're cool maybe, but like no one even uses horses because Elytra in the end game just kind of overrules that for transportation. Like, I guess it's atmospheric and adds more to the biome, but I don't know. Bizarre.
DPS is
weird.
Through the roof. I'm barely getting to kill things, it seems like. It's awesome. Well, that's fair. When you first started as a moderator, did you feel overwhelmed, or did you pick up everything pretty quickly, or what was that like?
One of the first things people will tell you is kind of like, you're going to mess up, and that's okay. Like, we expect you to. It's gonna be fine. Feel free to. Like, obviously, don't do it on purpose, but we understand your best will include mess-ups. But even with that, there's still this feeling of immense pressure just because your name is now red, you're at the top of the tab list, mod help goes off, it's your first day, and you're like, I don't know how to help you very quickly, but I'm gonna do my best. But at the same time, it's like, people, even though they're understanding, there's still this pressure of like, you gotta do it right, or else, what are you here for? And so it doesn't come from the team, it's mostly a personal thing, I think, but it's still like a, oh gosh, oh no, here we go. So yeah, definitely still a lot of pressure, but you get better at overtime. Like things
Yeah.
become easier. Used to the flow.
Absolutely. And when you can ask any of the mods, regardless of when they came in to fix something, then you know you got a good support structure.
Yeah. Like we have access like the mod chat, which is really nice. Like people are beyond helpful when it comes to like solving things as a team, which is really nice. I don't think I'd have stuck around if it wasn't for like the feeling that we're all in this together. We'll get through it. You can always ask for help, which is very comforting.
Good. I'm glad you find it to be. Do you have a favorite bit of drama that's happened in Monumena?
Ooh. Trying to think. I feel like drama is more fun in retrospect than when it's actually ongoing.
Amen. Do you have one that you learned about like after the fact that you're like, oh, I almost wish I was there for that?
So there's was apparently a large thing around the Horseman fight where it was.
Yes. Oh gosh.
And I obviously was not playing at the time, but hearing about everything that went down then and just like the community banter and everything kind of was just a mess, but a funny mess in some ways because the whole like period where you had to like refund your things. I don't know. It sounds really funny, and I wish I could have seen more of the memery up close, I guess.
Yeah. No, I get that. It was funny because on the dev side, I think it was Zig was the first one to like realize what was going on, and he was telling us, "Oh my gosh, guys, they're cheesing Horsemen back to back. They found this incredible combination." And some of us, namely myself, didn't really take it seriously. We were like, "Oh, that sounds like a fun little team combination. Good for them." He's like, "You don't know the scale that they're doing it on," and we just kind of kept writing it off. Yeah, you don't know what they're doing.
They're destroying the economy.
He was completely right in retrospect, but I thought it was just like, oh, a couple back to back, not 80 or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun.
I see some of the video clips from the time, and it just looks pretty funny, just how it all went down.
Sure.
Especially the refund period, because I find that you can't play the game if you don't put back the pen.
Yeah, having to do that and enforce it was not fun, but...
Oh no, I
yeah.
can't imagine actually enforce that. Like, oh no. And there's like a fair bit of just gameplay discussion. Like, that's a channel I don't tend to go into too often, but when I do go in there, everyone has their opinion on how things should be going, and it's just fun to read through sometimes. But I can't imagine like discussion around the discourse around that event and how just excessive it would have been.
For sure. Do you have any cool scars and a story that goes with them? And we will count emotional scars if needed.
I have a lot of really dumb ones. I have one on my leg from when I hit myself with a hammer accidentally. Like just full downswing, hit my leg, still a little mark from that one. Some scars on my foot from surgery, both of them now. Scar on my foot where I kicked something too hard and it broke the skin and just left a mark.
Oh.
Just a lot of little ones like that.
The foot thing was recent, right?
Yeah. Bunion surgery, because it was getting painful to walk, and it was just like, alright, let's just get this done.
What is the like technical mod thing that you fixed that you're most proud of?
Weirdly enough, I think it's the fast ones where it's like, oh, SKT, my construct's broken. It's like, oh, I instantly know how to go there, TP in real quick, pop it on the function, leave, feels fast, it's over quickly. And I don't say it's pride exactly, it's just like, it feels good to do those ones quickly because people want to do the fight again, and so things that are easy and quick to fix feel the best. Although it is fun to have like a weird one too sometimes. Like recently there was, I don't even know, like the quiver change of Shaman's Quiver to being an arrow item versus a shulker led people to try to change the arrow type in their inventory from, I think it's poison right now, to spectral or something to Eldin Hot Springs, which then led to their Shaman's Quivers getting turned into normal arrows, and so that was just a funny one just to like witness and be like, oh no you didn't. Easy fix.
I actually thought that was intended. That's hilarious. Nice.
Yeah. It was a fun one to report back and be like, hey, this is people are doing this. Oh no.
Yeah. What is your most embarrassing personal skill issue moment playing Monumenta?
And then just randomly jumping in the void sometimes because I see it and like, don't jump in the void. Oh, there I go. I think there's a lot of them where it's just dumb deaths for no reason. Or I think one of the most impactful ones was back in the old grave system when you would drop your items and they could shatter on the ground and cost a lot of XP to repair. I watched, I think it was Yoro actually. He was about to double shatter in lava, and I just watched him. I didn't like help. I was playing Alpha. I could have tinctured him. I could have put down a fire res potion, like a fire extinguisher from my inventory. I could have tried putting blocks down. Instead, I just like watched him die and double shatter, which is embarrassing because I looked at how little I did to stop it. Just was so shocked that it happened. Just froze up. Oh no. Sorry, man. Whoops. That was rough. I
So
think like you're still shattered.
Poor Yoro. Now, did y'all go to high school, or did you know each other outside of school?
Yeah, I met Yoro freshman year of high school.
That's awesome.
And we stayed in contact basically throughout college, just occasionally gaming together. Yeah. You know, same hometown, so like whenever he's back in town, we'll get lunch or something. And recently we watched Puss in Boots, which was funny. You know, being one of us and another friend were like the only adults in the theater, which was hilarious. Other than the parents. Parents don't count though.
They don't count.
Yeah, they're with children.
They're not real adults.
No, they're child attachments.
There you go. So, since all the mod work is voluntary and we're not paying you, why are you still doing this? Like, as Mitch said, it kind of makes you want to quit sometimes. What keeps you going?
It's fulfilling. It's there's something nice about helping people out. And there's also a sense of like community that has not just like for mods, but for everyone in the community where it's like kind of all this together. It's the entire thing's community, right? It's not like someone's getting paid and I'm not. It's like no one's getting paid. It's all just about passion and wanting to play the game, and I really enjoy playing the game, so I want everyone else to have fun too, and if modding's part of that, then here I am, just doing my best, maybe failing sometimes, I don't know. I think the worst part about modding, though, is definitely not, like, fixing stuff in game is kind of what I'm here for. When it comes to the actual, like, oh, here comes a punishment part, that's when I get like, oh no.
I get that.
Because I'm not here to, like, lay down the law, although it is necessary. I just wish people wouldn't break the law.
Yeah.
And then we have to do anything about that, but no, it's there's a give and take to it where it's some people just mess up and sometimes they intentionally are being the most in a bad way.
Sorry, I got knocked off. I'm coming back up.
Oh, you're good. I'll wait for the flying dragon because I get destroyed by those things.
Yeah, they're rough. Whoever came up with those did a good job at making them hard. Aren't there two in this branch at once? I
think there's just one. Oh, no, wait. No, maybe there are two. I'm staring at the spawners now. Yeah, I think there's two. You're right.
Cool. Ready.
One, two. Yep, there we are. Oh.
What? Oh, they hit the plate. This has happened before.
Whoop.
Easiest completion of an area ever. So,
I hate it when you're in blue and it auto-completes sometimes, because some mob will trigger it when you're in the castle still.
The worst is when your grave is in the area, and then it gets auto-completed, so you can't go back to it.
Oh, no.
I've had that happen before. I'm gonna go drop off some loot, and
yeah,
be right back.
Good.
What branch do you want to do next?
Maybe water next.
Cool. What is something that you wish the player base would quit doing? It could be just annoying or legitimately demotivating and harmful to the game.
Using whispers to ask for mod help is a win to MH, because sometimes people ask you for help in things, and they won't be very specific. They'll be like, "Hey, I need help," and my first thought is, "Okay, like what kind of help are you looking for?"
Elaborate.
But if they could just say it in the first whisper, and mod help would be very helpful for me because sometimes it's like they don't need mod help; they just think they do, but it's just a general information question that could be answered by anyone. And people often who aren't mods use mod help to answer people's questions in ways that are pretty helpful. Because if I'm playing content, it's not like I can't pause and answer a question, but it's like doing it in whispers forces me to then stop what I'm doing,
Sure.
take some time to respond to you when it just could be a general question, or sometimes things that, like, if you ask me for help and I'm busy, and I'll tell you, hey, I'm an SKT right now, I, really can't leave, then they'll go to the next mod and whisper them, and it's like, why not just say an MH and then
Exactly.
everyone knows? So yeah, I think it would just be clarity of questions, so when you have an issue, say what your issue is versus saying that you have an issue, and also just where you're doing it. Please do it in mod help. Potions.
Well said. Yeah, I had an overflowing shulker box of them, to the point that I couldn't store stuff. I'm just about ready if you are.
Sounds good.
Why is Monumenta special to you?
I think it combines, like, a lot of things I like about playing with friends, where it's like, it's multiplayer, it's collaborative, and it's Minecraft, which is a game I've been playing for a long time, since like 2011, I think I said earlier. Yeah, I think that's still right. I don't think it would change. I don't know why I'm saying it like this. Like, I really like playing games with friends because, I don't know, like, when you're playing solo, it can be fine, but it feels like you're making memories when you play with friends sometimes.
Absolutely.
Or, yeah, so like, even though the Orange I talked about, the 56 point, Baby's First Delve, Horrific Experience, Never Again, what was that, like a level 4 scout at the time? Or maybe even lower. No, it was lower because it was my first Orange. I don't even know. Horrifying. I just look back at it and like, you know what, that was kind of funny. That does kind of a great thing to have gone through, because now I'm like, whenever I see a Colossus, I have a little bit of fear instilled in me, or just memories of fear.
Yeah, a very healthy respect. I can't believe they did that to you. A 56 pointer right off the bat.
One of our other friends, for his first Lime, I think we did Dreadnought 5, Twisted 5, something else that was cursed. I forget what it was now. I feel like it was Spectral. I think it was, but yeah, just having Twisted 5 and Dreadnought 5 on someone's first Lime. An experience!
A memory that you made because you played with friends. You wouldn't have gotten that solo.
Nope.
Have we... Am I just forgetting, or have we not seen a Riftborn in like the last 50 spawners or something?
Yeah, we've seen... I remember one in the last place. There was one at...
Blue is weird about delves. It feels like they stop working sometimes, and then they just start again. I'm not complaining. Do you ever play Warrior?
I don't think I've ever played War, or I did once for the Eldress challenge.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I used to play Scout when I first started, because it's really good for just trying to get through quests on your own, because you have speed boost and you're jumping around. And then I switched to Elk because I wanted to play support for playing with group play. I haven't really switched off since, because it's pretty fun.
Nice. I asked because... Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Recently I tried doing a triple cleric thing, where you have 3 clerics, and that's pretty funny too.
Like all support, or...
Oh yeah,
Paladin,
just 3 people in a first light blue all playing cleric. Infinite healing,
Gotcha.
You live if you're together, you die if you're apart.
Yeah, I could see that. Keep your cleansing rains up pretty much all the time, alternating. That's fun. But I only ask because Meteor Slam in this section right here, it takes the height of your fall and then translates it into damage, but it counts the entire downward with your broom. So if you're ever here and you want to use Meteor Slam, you can like fling yourself up 200 blocks and then come down and do like 1,000. It's super fun.
I enjoy playing in this when there's Twisted on. We don't have it on right now, which is good, because Twisted's it's fun, but it can put you in some situations that are a little rough sometimes. I enjoy going up and just like air bombing down just potions.
Oh yeah, with Alk, that's delightful. Yeah,
like a fighter jet.
That's fun. Good idea. What are some things you'd like to do outside of video games?
Well, back in college I played rugby. which was
Hey, very
fantastic. Yeah. But obviously I graduated, so... Or not obviously graduated. I graduated, so obviously I'm not doing that currently. Maybe in the future I'll get back into... Find a club somewhere. Enjoy hanging out with the dogs, obviously. Well, sometimes it's forced, like at dinner time when they find me.
That's cool. What position do you play in rugby? I don't know the sport, so I can't pretend I'm gonna appreciate your answer.
So it has an interesting name. In rugby, you don't have numbers that are like, you're like, oh, I like number 3, somebody number 3. You like, your number is your position. So if you're like 1, you're a prop. If you're 3, you're a prop. If you're 2, you have a role in a scrum, which these words probably mean nothing to you, but that's when there's like a penalty.
Someone who watches this will understand and appreciate it, so it's probably for their benefit. And
so I'm doing this explanation in a long way because the position's name is hooker, which has other meanings as well, but it's called that because in the scrum you hook the ball back with your foot. And so I used to...
Gotcha.
Be in the thick of it.
Well, that's so fun.
Yeah.
What'd you study in college?
Computer science.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. Is that what you are doing now professionally?
Currently I don't have a job yet because of the whole surgery thing, which I'm hoping to resolve that soon. But yeah, that's where I'll head eventually.
Very nice. What has surprised you most about moderating? Even on a technical level, like, oh, that's how this works. I never would have guessed that, or the community aspect, either one.
This is hard just because at first I think it was just oh, this is gonna sound dumb, but how readily they'll give you ops at first. Like when you know.
We do. It's kind of dangerous.
It really shocked me. Like I started playing in June. We started playing in July. Applied for mod, and the next day you get ops, and it can just like I know you can't actually wreck the server because they have backups and Sorry, I was gonna whisper. They have backups, and there's nothing they can really do that actually mess things up, but it's still scary how quickly, like, I just went from applying to, oh yeah, when do you want to be oriented? Oh yeah, here you go, we're gonna op you. What?
Yep.
Yep, you're up now. Don't mess up.
Well, at least, I mean, we do that for everyone, but at least in your case, we had Yoro to get angry at for, like, you recommended her! There was some second-person accountability. I kid. We wouldn't do that to her.
You should. Always blame Yoro. That's...
Well, you might have answered this already, indirectly, but what is your fondest memory playing the game, and what is your fondest memory moderating the game, if the two are separate?
I feel like moderating is hard because a lot of time you're just playing the game as normal and you just go and you do some modded work and you just go back to playing. You don't really play the game that specially other than having to, you know, pull the people out. Oh, dying because I was typing. That is my bad.
We can take a gameplay break, if you want to call it that.
Oh no, it's okay.
I'm having an air duel with a ghast.
Ooh, that's always fun.
See, Blue's water can be frustrating because of how weird it is, but things like this, you don't get anywhere else in Moderator.
Yeah. I like that, like, it feels like you're doing air combat because of the whole Riptide.
It's delightful.
That's one skill issue I have frequently, is I'll start typing and then I'll just die because I was typing when I shouldn't have been. I know I shouldn't be, but then I'll just do it anyways because...
It's like the void. The typing is your void of the textual
there we go again.
void.
Okay.
I'm also so bad at staying together in this one that makes it harder to stay alive.
Yeah.
What are some other video games you enjoy, and do you have a favorite?
Ooh, favorite's hard. I feel like it varies. For a while it was Stardew Valley, because that one just sucks you right in, and it's hard to escape the gravity sometimes. But I also feel like Terraria is really fun. Has a really fun sense of progression with that one. Um, used to like Overwatch, then Overwatch 2 came out, and I just cannot play it again.
Who were your mains when you played it?
I liked playing Orisa. It's a fun tank.
Very nice.
With friends, and I'd stay on card or something, and they'd go run off, and probably wasn't playing it very well. Never played comp, but like the custom game modes too. It was fun just to load one up and try to make something like Trouble in Torb Town, where everyone plays Torb, and you're
Oh, that's
going
good.
against super fast Torb bots, and it's terrifying.
Yeah, I'll bet. Did you play that with your friends, or was that more of a solo thing?
That was my friend. Oh no, it's like Overwatch custom game mode. So yeah, with friends. I think we found a random lobby and started playing on our own at some point. Yeah.
Nice. What are some of your other favorite whatevers? Musical artists, television show, movies, books, color.
Color. That's funny because we're in blue, but blue's definitely favorite color.
Nice. Particular shade? Like light,
more of a
dark,
light blue.
electric. Okay.
Yeah, sky blue almost.
Nice.
I think it's pretty versatile color though. You can't really go wrong with many shades of blue. The palette around us. I feel like I listen to most musical artists, so I don't know. Sometimes it's metal's the move. I'm driving around on long distance because I went to school and like 14 hours away from where I live, so.
Oh wow.
Listen to a lot of different music. Yeah, was the move.
I'm not even gonna bother with that riff more.
Where even is that? It's
like up in the ceiling. It's like a ceiling spawner that drops creepers.
Oh
I
yeah.
can't really hit it, but it's not hurting anyone.
It hurts if you ignore it.
Yeah. Any others? Television show, movies, books?
Really liked Arcane, League of Legends show, which is funny because League is a game I will not play. I played it, I think, once when I think I played it twice in my life. Once was just random friends playing it, said I should play it, did not enjoy it. Then I got COVID and I was really bored, so I played it then too. And never again. Just nothing good happens with League. I don't know, it's
very polarizing. There's a few people who yeah,
love it.
yeah, some who love and will defend it even if they do acknowledge the community, and then others will
The community, oh no.
I just mean like even the people who love it will go, yeah, I know the community's like this, but it's a good game. It's just something you hear so often. But that is okay. What is something about you, an interesting story or fact or anything you want to talk about that I would never have thought to ask you about in the first place? Or rather, what's a question that you wish I had asked, so you got the chance to talk about it?
Probably the fact that I play with a trackpad, like Emerald does, which is a fact that we have kind of. Oh yeah. Ever since I started playing Minecraft in 2011, I've been a trackpad user. I've tried to go to mouse. I have a mouse. I something I don't own one. Something I don't use one. I play for other games with mouse, like Deep Rock. I'll play with a mouse, or
Terraria
like
and Stardew.
Terraria. Yep, mouse. Minecraft can't do it. Gotta use trackpad.
That's so weird.
Oh yeah.
Well,
And I think it's just like
nice.
I learned how to play Minecraft on a trackpad, and so it just feels better. It's definitely not optimal, and I definitely know that there's like reasons to switch over. I just can't do it.
Man, if
I've
you
tried.
ever did, you'd be like the most powerful Monumenta player all of a sudden.
I feel like
It's
I lose power.
taking
because
off
I
the
just
training weights.
I just wouldn't know what to do with myself.
Because if you're doing, I mean, if you learned on 56-point delves and you play with a trackpad, just imagine if you were unleashed. That's awesome. People
are really shocked. They're like, why? And it's just like, I don't know.
Hey, good for you. It's impressive. It's a cool skill.
You got the checkpoint.
We've actually reached the end of the questions already. Do you have anything that you'd like to talk about or say to the player base who are watching? And listening?
I can't think of anything off the bat. Oh, it's
Well, no worries.
the hardest question, yeah.
Well, thanks for the good time running blue so far. This has been a real nice run.
Yeah.
Well, Scarriana. I've always called you Scarriana, but before we
You
for
can call
those
me
watching,
Scar. I accept both names.
all the same, I'd rather call you by the one.
No,
you
it's
want.
okay.
So,
I think I should just go by both at this point because
Yeah.
like most of my friends people just do Scar, which is funny because I don't know, they just learn from each other, I guess. Or actually, yeah, I think either works.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for the interview and for working so hard for the game and all that you add to our player base and our team. And we're very glad to have you. And it was fun talking
Thank
to you
you.
this afternoon.
Yeah, it was fun.
Well, I'm gonna cut it off here. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.